I can scream it until I'm blue in the face, but it doesn't matter unless you believe it. You are powerful. You can achieve everything you set your sights on. You have the ability, and with hard work, dedication, and consistency, it can all be yours. It can all be yours. But do you really believe that? You see, you can believe in your dreams and they may come true. But if you believe in yourself, they will come true. If you have a shred of doubt in your mind about your ability, you are not ready. If you doubt yourself in the slightest, it won't happen. If you question your skills and talents, you will never make it, because it is on you. It is your dream, so it is on your belief. It is your goal, so it is your faith in yourself. It is your aspirations, so it is your own confidence in your ability. I know we all love to hear people say they believe and support you. But if this is what you base your confidence on, you are doing it wrong. If you are relying on others and other people's faith in you as some kind of fake confidence or approval, you will never reach the heights you could when you believe in yourself. It is not ego, it is confidence. It is not ego, it is what you deserve. It is not ego, it is what you need to succeed. It is not ego, it is belief in yourself. Some people may tell you that you have an ego, you are overconfident, just because you believe that you can. These people's opinions don't matter. Just because they don't believe in themselves doesn't mean it's wrong for you to believe in yourself. In today's society, it is frowned upon to have your own back. But how are you going to have anybody else's back if you haven't got your own? How are you going to raise up your next generation into the world you created of struggle and modern day poverty, or into a world of success and pride? Your actions now provide the life of your next generation. Your actions now can change the course of your whole family's status. It could change the quality of life of multiple generations to come. All of that could change by you. To help people, you need to put yourself in a position to help people. It is not ego, it is selfless. You are sacrificing yourself now for others tomorrow.
So one thing we do bad in life is we put all these people above you. Never put anybody above you, man. Make it an even playing field. But you can't make it an even playing field if you're not working your fucking ass off. I'm not saying not to respect people. You gotta respect people. But if you're playing tennis, right now there's tennis going on here in Queens. If you're playing tennis and you're playing Roger Federer, even Roger Federer's not here right now, but let's say you're playing Roger, best ever, arguably best ever. But I'm fucking good at tennis. But Roger's the best ever, that's in my fucking head. And we're playing a 5-set match, Grand Slam. Before Roger serves the ball, first serve of the game, first serve. Set 1, game 1, first serve. In your mind, you're thinking, man, that's the best fucking person in the world to serve. This is how I thought about Navy SEALs. So what happens is, 2 sets fly by. Roger fucking smokes you 6-0, 6-0. Or 6-0, 6-1. You're like, wow, man, I can play with this motherfucker. But by the time you realize you can play with Roger Federer, it's too late. It's too late. So that's what I mean by that. Don't go into any competition of life, physical, mental, emotional, whatever it may be, too late. You gotta try so hard. Know that you worked hard as fuck to be on an even playing field. So I did that. So once I did that, your eyes open up. So now you don't see Roger Federer as Roger Federer. You see him as a fucking tennis player. So now you're competing on the first serve. So you give yourself a chance to win. So when I went to Navy SEAL training, after my first Hell Week, second Hell Week, third Hell Week, I said, man, I can compete with these guys. I want to compete with them. I'm gonna go another level. Because I started seeing, I put these guys and a lot of people on a pedestal. But it also hurt me. It hurt me too. Because when you put people on a pedestal, you expect people to be at a certain level. So I was living off of, wow, all these mythologies of what a special forces guy is. You get up, you don't sleep, you run on broken legs, I'm just like, I really fed into all that shit, man. So it actually helped make me who I am. But I started looking around, seeing, man, these are really, a lot of them normal fucking guys. And that disappointed me, but it shouldn't have. My expectations were of myself. I was grouping everybody. So that's where I realized being uncommon amongst uncommon is really about yourself. It's you against yourself. It's not you against them. But it sounds like that because really these guys are uncommon. Once you become a Navy SEAL or whatever you become, a big CEO, you're now common again. So everybody looks at these guys as uncommon. But once you become one, we're all guys again. We're all in the same group of guys. We're all in the same fraternity. So how do you separate yourself from the best? You're gonna piss some people off when you do that.
Your biggest strength in life will be the perception that you have over yourself. How do you feel about yourself? Your self-worth. What is that? See, confidence is the greatest asset you could ever have. And that is built based on experience, based on living, based on what you bring to the table. You see, a doctor doesn't get paid based on the amount of time that he spends with you. You see, a lot of people say, oh, you only saw me for 5 minutes. How did this cost so much money? No. You're not paying for the 5 minutes. You're paying for everything that he brings to the table within those 5 minutes. You're paying for the experience. You're paying for all the time that he spent in school to be able to quickly diagnose what's going on with you and be able to give you the proper direction of how to get better. See, that's what you're paying for. And so the doctor has an established worth of who he is. And that is based on the amount of schooling that he went through, the amount of experience that he went through, the amount of preparation and everything, and being able to see things through experience. And so he has an established worth based on his time. What is your worth on your time? Just to give you perspective, $1 million means that you are practically worth $500 an hour based on 40 hours per week. So where do you see yourself? Because you will never be a millionaire unless you really value your time that way, unless you say, my time is worth $500 an hour. And you have to understand that things that are eating up your time, hours in a day, is this activity worth $500? Is spending time with this person worth $500? See, and if you want to be a decamillionaire, you want to be you want to own hundreds of millions of dollars, billionaire, well, that goes up exponentially. So where do you see yourself? That's the greatest thing. So confidence is the greatest asset you can ever have. And I'm not just talking about a little confidence, saying, yeah, I'm confident. Okay, it's the difference between watching a movie on your smartphone, right, with awful, poor sound, or watching a movie in a movie theater with this surround sound where it's rumbling and shaking, where you jump, right? And you're basically immerse yourself in the character. And you're basically living that reality. That's what that is. And they've done test after test to show that the more confident you are, the more you believe in yourself in terms of your body language, it affects other people in terms of their perception of you, in addition to your own self-belief. So I'm not talking about little tiny detail, I'm talking a little description of being confident, like the smartphone. That's the equivalent. I'm talking about immersing yourself in the tiniest little detail, just like a huge movie theater, to know every little quirk about yourself, to be totally confident about that. They've done study after study. There was one study where doctors in white coats perform significantly better than doctors without white coats, because it's all about the perception of yourself. And so my invitation to you is to raise your standard of who you are. Raise it. Raise the bar. Get there. And you could do this